Yeah, the nigga that was at my house that day. That told you he was
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Just Got a Gun here, bringing you another gameplay slash commentary video. And today we got a nice little tilted run here, man. This was a solo game I got last night with my brand new character, the Brawler. Yes, man, I did buy the Brawler. For those of you who were wondering, on that past stream when I was like, I got 1,500 V-Bucks, come on, bye. Yeah. The Brawler came out, so I messed around and bought her, and I dropped this gameplay. Oh, whoa. Almost unplugged my mix amp right there. Okay, alright. As we drop into Tilted, guys, I do want to talk about what I'm going to talk about in this video, or mention really quick. I want to really mention like shotgun fights. Alright, shotgun fights are very important in this game, and a lot of people I see playing Fortnite are not that good at shotgun fights. Shotguns are all about peeking, especially when you have a pump. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to always just jump out there and take bullets. The whole point of this game and fighting people is to survive. So why not try and save some health every time you fight somebody? And in this situation right here, I knew Buddy was down here waiting. I knew he was right behind the wall, so I just waited for him to come out. Boom. Hit him with that pump peek and switch right to the SMG. And that was pretty dirty. It wasn't too bad because the only reason he hit me was the SMG's, you know, high DPS or whatnot. But that I hit him with the headshot. That was as best as I could do. That was the most the game would give me, RNG. And I played it smart. That's how I stayed alive. And then, like, I didn't do too much peeking in here, but the peeks that I did do were like life or death. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, they were life or death. If I wouldn't have peeked the corner like that, I would have died. So guys, I always want you to remember how to use your walls. You know what I'm saying? Like the game's walls, not just the walls that you built, but the game's walls as well. Don't just don't just like when you get in a gunfight jump around the corner. You know what I'm saying? That works, but it doesn't work all the time. That's not as efficient. When you peek the corner and pop back around, you know what I'm saying? The enemy really is caught off guard sometimes, and you can peek someone so fast and flick their head and get that one shot, especially with a green pump. And if you're using pump tech especially, you know, you can get that second shot off. So peeking is very important, and you always want to be aware of your surroundings in solo. Like solo is another thing. A lot of people, I watch people on SharePlay play solo and they are garbage. Like you should not be just standing still. You should not be just like in one area for too long. I know you want to you want to survive. That's the main thing about surviving, but you always want to be on the move, because especially in open areas too, like dusty, salty, anarchy, shit like that. But because of that is like bro, you will get sniped. Alright, I talk about getting sniped all the time, and it happens to the best players. Right there, I peeked that kid. You see that? I waited for him to come around, and I peeked him. And this kid right here, oh my god, I was about to die. I thought I was dead, but nope. He wasn't ready for that. He was not ready for that at all. He couldn't hang. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is good peeking. Good peeking can be the life or death of you. You don't always have to jump in a gunfight, guys. The only reason I jumped there was to get a higher point of view on that kid. That is it. Like, you'll notice I don't just bounce around like an idiot when I get into a shotgun fight. You don't want to do that. That is so predictable, guys. I cannot tell you how many times I'm watching somebody, especially in squads play, and when they get into a gunfight, they just start mashing the button, like the jump button. That will not work for you every time. That is not a reliable. There's so many things you can do to juke out the enemy. Like, you can move left or right while you're strafing with the shotgun, or you can jump one time, then crouch, then move to the left and move to the right. Like, it's different ways of approaching a shotgun fight. You don't always want to just be bouncing every time. I know that you guys get used to bouncing while you're running, but try to limit that. Alright, you don't want to always be doing that, because that is stupid. It's very stupid. And a good player, not even a good player, just a player with some sense is really gonna be able to predict that. Like, people are getting better at Fortnite every day, so you gotta be able to adapt. And doing the stuff that you used to do when the game first came out is not gonna work for you now. Like, there's a lot of old tactics I see people doing, and basic building, like them boxes, they don't work anymore. You gotta be able to adapt. They work to a certain extent, but everybody knows how to build and everybody knows how to rush ramp now. So it's like, you can't just be sitting in a fort waiting for somebody anymore. You have to be on the mobile, and you have to know how to build fast. You have to know how to aggressively build at somebody without taking damage, without taking maximum damage, which means dying. Like, you really need to be able to assess every situation perfectly. If you wanna get those high kill games like this, if you wanna survive, you have to be smart, guys. There are times where the box building works, especially when you're healing and stuff like that, but you have to know how to use it, because people will rush you in solo, and they're not afraid to rush you in solo. There are bushwickies, obviously, especially in solo. It's people that like to hide in bushes and whatnot, but honestly, if you're gonna be playing solo, you have to be aware of your surroundings. That's the best thing I can give you guys, is looking left to right all the time. When you get out of the storm, immediately, before you even heal, look left to right. Try and find out where any more players are at. See how far they are from you, so you have the time to heal instead of dying. I mean, you can box yourself immediately, depending on how low you are, but that's like very dangerous, because people will see that. Don't think just because you're in a box you're safe. You're not safe. You're never safe in Fortnite, because a grenade launcher will come in there and you'll be done. Like, you'll be shrimp fried rice. So you don't want to just box yourself, especially those one-story boxes. You guys, you gotta quit that. That is just a no-no. Okay, you gotta quit that. And what else was I gonna say? Really just build, like I was saying, building in certain situations. Like, you will come into times where you will have to build a box. You know what I'm saying? The box is never going away. Okay, but you also have to know what else can I do, you know, to stay alive. See right here, I put a wall. I kind of built a little wide. That was on accident, but I put a wall up behind me so that if somebody were to flank me, they wouldn't be able to see me. And look what happened. Somebody flanked me instantly. That was a smart move on me, because if I didn't have that wall right there, that kid would have rushed me. Like, he would have been able to shoot at me. He wouldn't even had to have rushed me. He would have just been able to shoot at me. But luckily I had a wall up, so he couldn't see what I was doing, and I quickly engaged him instead. And then I noticed the storm was coming. He hopped out of his base. I tried to get some shots on him, but I had to go, so I just edited out of here. And immediately, instead of trying to heal up, or instead of trying to run over there, I build up, because I already knew he was over there, and I already knew that he had to be somewhat weak too. Instead, I just played it smart, drank up the chug, got to full HP, and continued on fighting this kid. But he wasn't nothing special, so I just ended him with the swiftness. But like I say, guys, playing smart could be the life or death of you. See how fast the storm moves in Blitz? You have to be ready for that. You have to know be aware of your map too. And one tip I can give you guys is, especially in solos, people like to hang around the edges of the map. So what I was doing this entire second half of the game, where I was in the southern parts of the map, Fatal and whatnot, crossing over the river, I was always around the edges of the map, because this is where all of the players stay. Literally, you are not, even if you're in the middle of the circle, you will barely find anyone just in the middle of the circle. You always want to patrol the outer edges of the map. And look who I find right here, drinking up a mini shield in my face. So I start getting to building, and I start building kind of high in the trees, and I made a little mistake right here. See, I couldn't see anything. So what I did was I wrapped around. I found the player. Boom, 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 boom. He's trying to build. I don't give him any chance to build. What I do is I ramp excuse me, ramp right up to him. That is exactly what you want to do in situations like that. Guys, don't ever try to go around. Don't play how someone wants you to play them, alright? Don't play like a basic. I see people playing this game like dummies, alright? Like, I'm gonna just be honest, just like dummies. What they will do is if somebody builds up, they will run around their walls and try to kill them. You don't want to do that. You want to get on top of that player. You want to dominate the situation. Always remember to dominate the situation, because if you're not dominating the situation, you're gonna die to them. You're gonna fall right into their plan. They're building walls for a reason. They're trying to path you into a certain way so they can get that headshot on you, so they could just end you. You don't want them to do that. Like, see, he was trying to back up and build. I did not let that happen. I just walked right up his shit. Like, that is what you need to do. If you guys want to be aggressive players, if you want to win, that is the things you have to learn how to do, is not play by the rules. There are no rules in Fortnite, okay? There is 0 rules. You can do anything and get away with it, because why? This is a game of survival. You have to fucking survive. Alright, guys, and you will see at the final moments of this game what I'm talking about. Survival. There are no rules in this game. You can't play fair. I'm trying to tell you guys, you cannot play fair. The moment you try to play fair, you're gonna get cheesed. I promise you. I promise you. You will get cheesed every time. And in this top 4 situation, I was really waiting for the circle to close in. And at the last, like, this right here is the last circle, so I just jump pad right into the middle of the circle. I'm looking for players. I saw one in that base. I know one is there. I saw one in the cave. I spotted that kid, and then yeah, right there by the cave. And then the last kid is up in the other base. So I knew exactly where everyone was at. See, he dropped down. I knew exactly where everybody at. This was kind of like a counterclockwise situation. Everybody was looking at the person to their left, and this was really crazy. This kid wasn't looking at me though, so I was pretty safe. But I knew 20 seconds left. I was waiting for somebody to bust a move, but no one was moving. So in this situation, I was just like, I was gonna rush him, but I heard gunshots, so I stopped, and then I just started building. I was just like, let me take the center of the circle. And this is the weirdest part about this game. Like, even if you think you're in the center of the circle, I had to jump out of this because I wasn't even in the center when it started closing. So it's pretty weird. I don't know how the storm works, honestly, but like in this situation, I just wanted to take the highest ground possible so I could shoot down on everybody before the circle closed. And this last kid was under me. He was right under me. I was building on top of him. And like, I was like, oh, I'm in the middle. No, I'm not in the middle. Whoa, 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 it's closing, it's closing. Oh my god. And this is what I do. Instead of playing fair, you don't play fair. You let them die to the storm. Yes. And that's GG's. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Make sure you guys leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.